What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and the UCLA Bruins upset the South Carolina Gamecocks 77-62, ending their 43-game win streak. And this game was never in question because from the opening tip, the Bruins were more aggressive, more physical, and they had a point to prove. They wanted to show people they're one of the best teams in women's college basketball, and they also wanted to show people why they're legit championship contenders, and that's what they did. They raced out to a 15-2 lead, and they never looked back. By halftime, that lead had grown to 21 points, and then in the third quarter, the Gamecocks had tried to go on a little bit of a run. They had cut the lead down to 14 points, but they were never able to really get into the game. They were never able to make this game a competitive game because the Bruins just totally outplayed them in all facets of the game. I mean, I don't think the final score was indicative of how big a blowout this was for the Bruins. I mean, they won by 15 points, but it felt like they won by 30 because they were clearly a better team on yesterday, and I think their bench gave them a huge boost because their bench outplayed the Gamecocks bench. You had London Jones give you 15 points on 5 of 5 shooting from 3, and she also had 3 steals. I mean, they needed every single one of those threes that she made. She's a really good shooter and defender. She played some really good defense on Raven Johnson. We know Raven's a pretty solid player, but on yesterday, she definitely had her struggles because London Jones played some pretty good defense against her. So, London Jones, congratulations to you. Then you had Gabriella Jaquez. She had 11 points. I thought she also played some really good defense. So, when you look at UCLA's backcourt coming off the bench, they have 2 players in London Jones and Gabriella Jaquez that are really good shooters and really good defenders. I mean, wow. That's just insane. I love the guard depth that this team has. So, yeah, they definitely did their thing on yesterday. And then you look at Janai Barker. We know Janai Barker is definitely a starting caliber player. Her first 2 years, she was playing for the Texas A&M Aggies, and she was definitely the best player for them. But now she's on the Bruins, a more talented team. She's come off the bench. Her role has changed, y'all, but her game is not. Though she played very well yesterday. She had 8 points, 7 rebounds. She brought some really good energy off the bench. I also thought she played some really good defense on Sanaa Fagan and Ashlyn Watkins. So I love what I saw from Janai Barker. And then you move into the starting lineup, man. We got to start with Lauren Betts, who is arguably the most dominant center in women's college basketball. She had 11 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. And I thought she totally controlled the paint in this game, man. I mean, South Carolina's bigs could not do anything around her. And that's very surprising because we know South Carolina is known for their bigs. From Asia Wilson to Leah Boston to Alexis Jennings to Atlanta Coates. But this year, y'all, this game I say in particular, their bigs could not do anything against Lauren Betts. She made it very difficult for them to score against her, and most of the time they were unable to score against her. I thought the only big for South Carolina that kind of played well was Joyce Edwards, but everybody else struggled. Chloe really struggled. Sanaa really struggled. And like I said, Ashley really struggled, and a lot of that was due to Lauren Betts. She is just such a dominant post player, and especially defensively. I think she's the best defensive center in women's college basketball. Y'all saw that on yesterday. And then you move to the guards, man, the starting lineup, Kiki Rice, and this was only her second game back, but I thought Kiki played very well. She had 11 points, also had a steal in the block. She's just one of the more competitive players in women's college basketball. You could tell she was really fired up after that big win. And then this freshman, y'all, I've been really surprised what I've seen for her, but their freshman guard, Alina Arnicello, she played very well yesterday. She had 13 points, but what I really love about her is that she has a very high basketball IQ. She always makes the right play, and she's a really good passer. She's averaging nearly 7 assists per game, so I did not expect her to be this good as a freshman, but she looks like she's already going to be one of the best guards in the country as a freshman, so she's giving a great impact for UCLA. And then their other 2 forwards, y'all, you got Tiffany Gardner, and then you got Angela Dugalich, and they didn't shoot the ball particularly well yesterday, but I thought their defense was really, really important, really, really big for the UCLA Bruins. Sometimes, y'all, it's not just what you do offensively, but it's what you do defensively. And I thought those 2 players were really, really great for them defensively. And so this was just a total team effort. UCLA has some really good guard depth, and they have really good front court depth. I think they are absolutely championship contenders. Again, they proved that on yesterday. I already knew this team was a great team. I just wanted to see if they can finally get over that hump, because really for the last 6 to 7 seasons, y'all, UCLA has been a really good team. They've gone to the Elite Eight a couple times, but now it's time for them to ascend to being one of the best teams in women's college basketball. And winning, y'all, against the South Carolina Gamecocks, the program that has been the best team in women's college basketball probably for the last 4 or 5 years, is a step in the right direction. So way to go for the Bruins. This is the first time they had defeated a #1 overall team, so huge win for their program. Cannot wait to see what they do the rest of the season. I'm telling y'all, you don't want to see see this team come tournament time because they have everything it takes to win a national championship. Remember, y'all, last is good message on what. Make sure you get your daily dose. I know I'm going to end it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.